everyone. In this video, I'm going to explain you the chapter 5 in class 6 NCERT geography, that is major domains of the earth. So when we come here, earth is a complex zone. It consists of the layers lithosphere, atmosphere, hydrosphere and the biosphere. So why do we say it's a complex zone? So it's the place where the air, water all will meet, overlap and interact. So the domains, four major domains of the earth are lithosphere, atmosphere, hydrosphere and biosphere. Lithos means stone, atmos means vapor, hydro means water, bios means life. So these are all what we have. So now first we will discuss about the first domain, that is the lithosphere. Lithosphere. So lithosphere, it mainly consists of the continents and the oceans. Oceans are connected. The rocky layer, the nutrients, it contains the nutrients which will help to sustain the organisms. The sea level is taken as 0, from which the elevation of land will be measured. Mount Everest is 8,848 meters. Pacific Ocean is 11,022 meters. So now I am going to tell you about the 7 continents on the earth. So first one is the Asia, second one is the Europe, third one is the Africa, fourth one is the North America, fifth one is the South America, sixth one is the Australia. So these all are the 7 continents. So we will get into detail about each of these 7 continents. So Asia. Asia is the largest continent. It occupies total 1/3 of the landmass of the earth. So it is located in the eastern hemisphere. The Tropic of Cancer passes through it. It is separated to the Europe with the Ural Mountains. The combined mass of Asia and Europe is called Eurasia. Europe is a very small continent than the Asia. And through the Europe, the Arctic Circle passes and it's surrounded by the water on 3 sides. And next is the Africa. In the Africa, the Tropic of Cancer passes through middle of it. It is the second largest continent and it is located in the northern hemisphere mostly. And next, that it is the only continent through which the Tropic of Cancer, Tropic of Capricorn and Equator passes. It has the world's largest hot desert, that's the Sahara Desert, and world's longest river Nile, and it is covered on all sides by seas and the oceans. So next we'll move to North America. North America is the third largest continent. It is connected to the South America by the Isthmus of Panama and it is located in the northern hemisphere, and it is around North America the oceans are Pacific, Atlantic and the Arctic. Next we will move to the South America. So when we come to the South America, it is located in the southern hemisphere. In the east there is Atlantic, in the west there is Pacific. The world's longest mountain ranges from north to south are Andes, present in South America, and it also has the Amazon, world's largest river. And next, Australia. So when we come to Australia, it's the smallest continent located in the southern hemisphere, and all sides it is covered by the oceans. So it is called as the island continent. Next, we will move to the hydrosphere. We call the earth as a blue planet because it is covered by 71% of water and 29% land. In the water also, still we face a water scarcity because 97% is salt water only. Remaining 1% is the fresh water, which is in form of ice sheets and glaciers, and very less amount is present in types of the, that is in kinds of the lakes and rivers. So that is why we face a water scarcity even though earth is called a blue planet. And now we'll move to the oceans. So oceans are always moving, they are interconnected. So waves, tides and ocean current are the 3 main movements of the earth. So now we are going to know about the 5 major oceans of the earth. The first one is the Pacific Ocean, and second one is the Atlantic Ocean, third one is the Indian Ocean, fourth one is the Southern Ocean, and fifth one is the Arctic Ocean. First, Pacific Ocean. Pacific Ocean is circular in shape. It's the largest one. It occupies 1/3 of the ocean mass on the lithosphere, and that is it is on the hydrosphere only. In the hydrosphere, it consists of 1/3 part. And next it consists of the Mariana Trench, world's deepest part. And next, that is the world's highest depth is present in Pacific Ocean. That's the Mariana Trench. and it is surrounded by the continents Asia, Australia, North America, South America. Next, Atlantic Ocean is the second largest continent. It is S-shaped. It is the second largest continent. In the west, it is bound by North America and the South America. In the east, by Europe and Asia. So, in the view of Cormus, Atlantic Ocean is highly intended. So, it is called as the busiest ocean. Next, Indian Ocean is the only ocean which is named after the country India. It is triangular in shape. In the north, it is bound by the Asia, and in the west by Africa, and in the east by Australia. Next, we'll move to the Southern Ocean. So when we come to the Southern Ocean, it encircles the continent of Antarctica, and from north it extends to 60 degrees south latitude. Now we'll move to Arctic Ocean. Arctic Ocean is within the Arctic Circle and it surrounds the North Pole. It connects the Pacific Ocean with the help of the Bering Strait. In the north coast, it has the North America and the Eurasia. That is which bound these continents are North America and Eurasia. Now we will move to the atmosphere. Atmosphere has mainly 5 layers. Those are troposphere, stratosphere, mesosphere, thermosphere and exosphere. So in the troposphere generally air will be present, and in the stratosphere the aeroplanes will be moving and ozone layer is present which protects us from the UV rays. And in the mesosphere we can observe some of the rockets will be moving, and in the thermosphere we can also see some of the not only rockets, satellites will also be present in the layers of the thermosphere and exosphere. So clarityly what we can say is in the mesosphere we will find the rocket launchings, and in the thermosphere we will find the satellite launching. In the exosphere the satellites will be placed. So now we'll coming to the atmosphere. Is a blanket of air that surrounds the earth. It extends up to 1600 kilometers. Now it consists of nitrogen 78%, oxygen 21%. Nitrogen is useful for the growth of the plants, oxygen is the life we breathe, and carbon dioxide helps in the absorption of the sunlight, because without that our earth will not be warm. It helps to keep the earth warm. So next we will move to the biosphere. Biosphere, it contains all the three. That is the we can say it is what we can say is in the biosphere what we can do is, so biosphere has all the three. That is the land, air and the water. It contains from microbes to huge animals. So mainly we can say in the biosphere the living organisms as animal and the plant kingdom. So all are linked with each other and dependent upon each other. So but nowadays there are 3 causes. That is, first thing, we are cutting off the forest, releasing wastes into the water, and another cause is the natural calamities. So these are causing our environment to destroy. So as we are using vehicles, we release more carbon dioxide, so more heat will be absorbed. So increase in average temperatures of the earth leads to the global warming. That's the global warming. So we have to limit the use of the resources, then only we can maintain balance between the earth. So then only we can maintain the earth happily and save it for our future. So we can say that this is about the chapter. So this is about the chapter 5 in Class 6 NCERT Geography 5, that is the major domains of the earth. Thank you for watching this video.